shit to do. Like talk shit.
Yes, it's that time again. Tune in to Taking It Too Far podcast. Let's have a laugh with 3 P's in the pod. Funny stories and bad interviews with 3 P's in the pod. Good times are right here. Taking It Too Far podcast. No need to be politically correct today. Let's take it nice and easy. The best friends are here to make your day. It's a Taking It Too Far podcast.
Welcome. I'm Brandon.
La Laura.
Adam.
And we are the Taking It Too Far podcast.
You are somewhere else entirely already.
I was hoping you guys would carry the show while I try to find the multi-view.
I'm here. How's it going?
I don't have Red Zone. Why would it offer me that? Not cool.
See? Trying to carry the show, and he just talks over me immediately.
Sorry, go ahead.
Immediately. Can't get a word out fucking edgewise.
That was a callback from last week.
Oh, my gosh.
Go ahead.
I'm listening.
Well, it's hard for me to talk right now.
Yeah, you had
It hurts.
oral surgery.
Yeah.
They took out your tongue, right?
No, it feels like it. They took out all 4 of my wisdom teeth, but my tongue is still swollen and half numb.
Did you bite it at all yesterday after?
No, I haven't bitten it, but it feels like I'm
Slurring a little bit,
Yeah.
maybe? Yeah. Got fat tongue?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a fat tongue. Like, I feel like it's, like, really fat.
The whole time you've been talking, I hadn't noticed it, but right then, the way you just said tongue, you said fat tongue. Sorry. I'm not making fun. I could tell now.
What are you guys talking about? Jesus, I heard your fat tongue.
You heard my fat tongue.
Is it still numb?
Yeah.
Half numb? She just said that.
Okay. I didn't catch that part.
It's been half numb since Friday.
And then you said you were sick too, right?
Yeah, bro. I got problems. I got disease problems. I got blood disease. It's flaring back up.
You have a blood disease?
Yeah. Hereditary spherocytosis. So my red blood cells are spheres instead of discs. They're spheres. So they get caught up in shit and they die. So like I have like a low red blood cell count. Like my spleen is the worst. So like your spleen is there like filter your blood out, whatever. But you technically don't really need it. And so what happens is it gets enlarged because all those red blood cells like
Get in there.
yeah, it's like a screen, like and just clogged up, and it just get bigger and bigger and bigger. So they're supposed to take it out when I was a kid, and they were like, "Nah, you don't need to take it out." Like, oh, okay. And then now it's like, "Oh, you should have got it taken out." Like, we need to take that out. It's big. I was like, "Oh yeah, no big deal." And they're like, "Yeah, it was when you were 18. You're 37 now. Every surgery is a big deal." I'm like, "Oh, thanks, doc." So there's that, and I've just been sick. I don't know why.
That sucks.
Yeah, sick sucks, dude.
Why is every surgery a big deal now that you're 37 compared to when you were 18?
Body recovery time.
Just your chances. I mean, you still have good chances, but the chances of something going wrong, the older you get, the worse it gets.
Mm-hmm. Body recovering and stuff like that.
Yeah, but you're going to be okay, right? Yeah, but you're going to be okay, right?
That's the plan.
Yeah.
I don't go in hoping that I'm going to die. But, like, shit's hurting. It's not supposed to be hurting. So, like, I don't know what the fuck's going on.
You'll be all right.
Yeah.
They probably do that.
Well, it used to, like, when I was 18, it was like 3 holes. And they're just, like, 3 little holes, like in a triangular shape. And they're boom.
Yeah, they go in there and mash it up and suck it out.
Yeah,
right?
it's like, suck it out. But, like, he said now, he's like, oh, I don't know. I'm like, he's a nurse practitioner, too. Wasn't even a doctor. He didn't know what it was. I was like, no, I've been telling you guys this for like 10 years. And every time I tell you I have this, you're like, no, you don't. Remember?
Yeah.
We first moved here, I told the doctor, she's like, no, you don't. Like, okay.
Yeah.
Pretty sure I do, but I mean, I remember all the fucking pokes and prods they tried to do to figure it out.
To tell me that I have
Yeah,
it.
dude. So like, I was like 16 and I got mono. And I had like I was like 17 or 18 maybe. 17, senior year.
Okay.
I was extended period of mono. They couldn't figure it out. Like, how the fuck are you
Still sick.
still got mono? Like, you're yellow and yada, yada. And then I went to a hematologist. You ever heard of them dudes?
Yep. Blood
I was like
doctor?
hang out with all these cancer patients when I was a kid. Like I had to go in blood work every fucking week. And they're like, I think we figured it out. You have spherocytosis, hereditary. None of my family's come up with that. So, maybe I'm not really part of my family.
I don't know that
I
you're
might
part
be.
of this
I might
planet.
have been switched at birth. You know what I mean?
I think you were injected into our population
I could have been. I could be a plant. You know what I mean?
from outer space.
I could be.
I think so.
You don't even know.
I'm pretty
Some
sure.
people are
I
like,
know.
yo, that dude's an alien. And I'm like, yep. Don't tell anybody.
We have to watch that. BJ doesn't get it.
Yeah, for sure.
You're
So
lying.
that'll,
Is there a way to test for it other than
you just test for it.
test for that
Yeah.
specifically?
Yeah, but none of the doctors around here even know what it is to test for.
Well,
it.
obviously
So
his
how-
doctor doesn't believe it exists.
Well, now he does. Because, the nurse practitioner, examined me or whatever, and it felt like my spleen was large. And, he's like, all right, come up. And then immediately goes, you ever had mono? And I'm like, I know where you're going with this. I said, you're about to tell me my spleen's enlarged. He's like, yeah. And I said, I got hereditary spherocytosis. He goes, what? And he had to look it up and everything. It was crazy. He's like, well, it tells me here the only thing to fix this is a splenectomy. Like, yeah, that's what they told me. They also told me my gallbladder would have to come out too. I don't know what that's correlation of that is, but
I am not a anatomy expert.
I'm not either, man. Sucks.
Can you get them because of this condition or this disease?
Yeah, they said, back then they were like, oh, you're probably gonna have your spleen removed and you're probably gonna have gallbladder issues. My mom got her gallbladder removed. Remember that? Just
Yeah.
recently, the past
Yeah.
10 years.
Definitely within the past 5 years.
So she's probably where I got that dirty blood from.
That mother. No, I'm just kidding.
dirty blood.
That dirty, dirty blood.
Well, she definitely gave you her blood.
And my dad too.
That bastard.
I mean, yeah.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
If not, then Lucy.
Mommy, you got some explaining to do. There's rumors.
Aw, you're Ryan. Don't say things like that.
I didn't say it.
You said there's rumors.
It's
And I
true.
said don't say things like that.
Oh,
I don't
we
think
all
the rumors are true. I mean, like I told you the other day, the more I get older, the more I can kind of I have my dad's body type, almost his same titties in his stomach, almost to the T. And sometimes when I look myself in the
Please don't say
mirror,
my husband has titties.
well, you know what I mean, pecs,
Yeah.
boobs.
my pectorals,
Yeah, there you go.
and then my facial. Sometimes my mouth. I know I just when I really focus, sometimes I can be like, oh, that looks exactly like Lee.
No, you don't.
Certain
No, you don't.
things.
You definitely have some of his personality. But
Oh,
that's
that. See,
that's
and that's
nature versus nurture.
that was the thing. When the rumors first surprised, I was like, well, no, dude, I'm exactly like exactly like him. But I was like, well, is that taught or is that
inherited.
inherited?
You picked that up, not inherited, but what is that? What's the word?
Well, my dad wasn't really around a lot.
But a little enough. I mean, just like my oldest, she's not mine, right? But and I say this all the time. She's got some emotional things that she gets clearly from her mother, and then she has this really dark sense, person, dark, and she gets from her dad. But then she has my kind of sarcastic sense of humor and the way I look at things. When it's a pain in the ass when you argue with your teenager and she's right, but it's still your argument's very valid. I appreciate that. And God dang it, if you were talking to anybody else, I would have your back, but you're talking to me, motherfucker. Shut up. I'm right. You're wrong. That's it.
Yeah, you can't back down.
Yeah. But so it's a nature versus nurture type.
So you're trying to tell me my dad's not my dad?
No, I just said that.
He'll always be my dad, even if he wasn't. If 10 years from now, I find out oh shit, I'm like, no, it's still my dad. It's still my father, even. You know what I mean?
Right, no,
the
for
dude
sure.
that raised me for 37. I wouldn't even want to.
No one said that, Brandon. Where is this coming from?
Just hypothetically, I would just not even want. If I'd be like, no, I won't even care to search that out. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
It is what it is. You know what I mean? It was,
Wouldn't even care.
yeah.
And neither would he. It wouldn't matter about
Well,
that.
I feel like I'd find out after he passed.
Like, right,
Or,
right,
you know, God forbid he needs a kidney or something. You're like, Dad, I'll give you your kidney. Oh, you guys are not a match.
Well, that doesn't necessarily mean. That
I
doesn't
know,
necessarily
but-
mean, right? Like
No,
you
not at all.
can be
Not
a
at
match.
all.
Yeah, your kid.
I just
can
meant,
definitely
you know,
not be a
something crazy like, am I the right? And then you find out that, no, those are.
There's just so many similarities that I know that, yeah.
He's
I
your
mean,
dad.
Yeah. There's the rumors are not true. Good.
I've never heard a rumor.
Well, you know, you've only been around for 10 of the 37 years, baby.
Oh, sorry.
A lot of crazy shit was going down in the 20s. My 20s were wild. When I think about it, there's like a point in my life when I lived with Mike where like I didn't speak to my father. I considered him a sperm donor. Like he didn't know where I lived. Like we did not talk.
That's crazy.
He did some shit where I was just like, "No, I'm never talking to you again."
That's crazy.
Yeah. And then, like, I remember, like, one Christmas, my mom got us all together and we played Monopoly. And just kind of, like, made up. And then, like, just, like, grown bigger now. Like, you know what I mean? Ever since then, we've had, like, a better relationship than when I was a fucking kid.
Yeah, me and my dad, he wasn't like, he made a few questionable parenting choices when I was younger, you know? A lot of drama between him and my mom and yada, yada, yada. And just irresponsible. Like, that's putting it mildly. But now that we're old, like now that I'm older, he came up to me. He was like, hey, man, I don't expect you to, and he did this when I was 17, 18 years old. I don't expect you to treat me like your dad. I just want to know you. I mean, you know, I want to be.
Was he not around when you were a kid?
Often it was just one of those.
In the area?
Sometimes not.
Okay.
Like he was, you know, he moved out to California for a while and was running, I think. he was on the lam.
He kind of went out and got some cigarettes sometimes?
Not quite. It was more along the lines of,
Well, your parents weren't together, though.
no.
They
When
again, we don't know much. So like the fact you're talking about your family right now is
I don't do
cool.
that often.
No,
but
you don't. And
I
you
was
don't.
I was explaining same situation.
Well, I
Where,
appreciate you talking about it.
no problem.
Did they divorce pretty quick or
I was
were they ever married?
3.
Okay, so they were married.
Yeah.
Was
They
your
were
daddy
3.
a wild stallion?
Both my parents were, you know, wild for a little bit. Then my mom, you know, she had us and went a different direction.
Both of your parents grew up in this area?
Yeah, both born in.
Did they go to Western?
My dad went to Kokomo and my mom went to Western. Yeah.
Cool. Your mom had Hoppus then?
I'm sure. I know she had like quite a few of the teachers I had, Mr. Kincaid.
Bro, anytime somebody says I went to Western no matter what year, I'm like, you got Hoppus?
Yeah,
Because like he's been there for like 50 fucking years. You had Hoppus, right? That was my favorite teacher.
I never had them.
That's the one where I had 4 fucking Hoppus's classes. 4
I
out of the 5 classes in a day, I was in Hoppus's room.
I did that with Haynes for
gosh.
the ag stuff. That was
My senior year, I had all the credits I needed.
me too.
So they were like, you could do one independent study and you could be an assistant, right?
Yep.
You see, so I was assistant for him, and then I had an independent study, and then they were like, well, it's independent study for this, but we're doing computers too, so can I have another independent study? And it was like unheard of. They were like, no, you can't do 2 independent studies. And like Hoppus signed off on it, and like someone else signed off on it, and I ended up getting 2 fucking independent studies. So like half my day was just sitting down in Hoppus' room eating peanut butter and jelly sandwiches in the dark, playing on the computers.
we had 4 classes then, right? Wasn't it
5.
5?
And I had 4. One of them were literally Hoppus.
So I did the same thing. I was an assistant for
Yep.
one.
Yep.
I was taking
Because your study hall, you could be an assistant.
right.
What's an assistant?
You
You just fuck around. You
graded papers or you entered grades.
Oh
in
no, dude, you were the dumb assistants. See, I hooked up with a nurse. Then you got the
Oh no, I didn't.
bookstore.
No,
and then you got Hoppus,
I
bro.
did-
I played video games.
Hold on though. Now listen to this. I was the assistant one year for because it was animal sciences.
Okay,
1
I
and
know
2.
that guy.
Yeah, and then there was natural resources one, and that at the time I really wanted to be. I wanted to go into conservation management, yada yada yada. So anything ag related, I was really, you know, it was a big deal. And I was an assistant 1 year, and then the next year I was in his class. I took that class that I was an assistant for, and he was like a fresh young teacher.
Yeah, he was young. I just had a flashback of you in that stupid blue fucking jacket with
I never did. I never wore.
No.
I never actually got
That was
in.
a weird flashback thing.
Yeah, because it didn't happen. But
swear I
anyhow,
remember
so
you doing
I helped with all that, and I listened to him teach, and I was interested in that shit. So I tested out. So I had him. I was, like you said, independent study.
Mm-hmm.
Then I had.
Then you had the class.
Then I had his actual class. Then I had another one of his classes, and I was his assistant type deal. I forget how it all worked out now, but.
You pretty much had the same setup I did.
So I tested out of the animal sciences 2 day one. He said, if you can get an A+, if you can get 100% on this, then I will pass you and you can just be an assistant again. We never went through the school, like the school.
Oh, so you were a double assistant.
Yeah, pretty much. So, and I did. I helped write the test.
You think they still do that assistant program?
I don't know.
I fucked around.
Oh, yeah.
When I was a bookstore assistant, dude, the bookstore was the best because I knew Cheryl. She went to our church.
Right.
So, like, Cheryl was, like, buddy with me. And dude, it'd be like, we play, like, video. What's wrong?
Your mouth hurt?
I'm just in pain.
I'm sorry. You want to quit? We can stop.
No, I just would like my medicine, but
It's not ready yet. It hasn't been 6 hours.
I don't need that medicine. I need other medicine.
Oh. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
We'll get you through it.
Yeah, we only got 45 minutes to go.
Here, I won't hold your hand, but I'll ET phone home you
ET, phone home.
and pass my good energy to you.
You don't think they do the assistant program?
I truly, I don't know.
You didn't have that in high school?
Not that I'm aware of.
Did you have study hall?
Yeah.
You had to go to study hall? I feel like there would be too many kids in study hall.
I didn't
We used to
have
get
a
drunk at
study
study hall, so
I remember RJ doing lines of certain pills.
yeah, I never did any of that. But
No, I didn't either. I remember WO doing that too. Smarties even.
WO.
You're one of your buddies.
One of my. Oh, okay.
WO. He just fucking ripped the line of Smarties. one time.
RJ. That was one of my buddies
Like,
too.
what do you, yeah.
Okay,
That's
I'm
why I
with
was
you.
doing the initials because
Yep, yep, yep.
you knew what I'm talking
Yeah.
about.
We got in trouble in 7th grade for snorting pixie sticks.
Yeah, see, Smarties, same thing. Like, why would you do that? But then he did other shit too. So
I don't know what you're talking about.
allegedly.
I fortunately those guys were good buddies of mine, but I broke free before we went to that kind of stuff, and I never participated.
It was my freshman year. I hung out with him.
No.
Yeah, because I remember doing a study hall. I remember wearing that jacket all the time, even when it was hot outside.
Who?
Because like all the other, because like he would wear a jacket. And
Who did?
Me. I said I hung out with them. They were. I got. Yeah.
Not freshman year.
My freshman year. So then your sophomore. Maybe not hard, but they were diving in.
Huh. Yeah, probably.
I don't think RJ so much as it was WO.
I guarantee it wasn't WO.
Yeah, it was. Maybe it was RJ. Maybe I'm getting them mixed up.
Sophomore year?
Your sophomore year.
Maybe, because that's when we got in trouble. You know what?
Allegedly.
Maybe you're probably right, actually, the more I think about it.
Laura's in so much pain. She's just fucking spacing out. Do you need to go in and get medicine?
I'm not even sure where it is.
It's up on top of the...
We
go in
can,
there real quick.
we'll hold it. You go.
Hold it down. I don't want you to be miserable the whole time, especially 45 minutes. Laura will be back.
We will take care of it. We got you.
Western was a wild place, man.
Yeah, because, well, I think schools and I think that generation was probably wild.
I think we talked about that a couple episodes ago about how my class was a bunch of alcoholics.
That was a while ago we talked about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of the guys I went to school with, a lot of the people in our school in general got in a lot of trouble.
Somebody from my grade got married last night, and all these pictures are popping up, and I'm seeing all that, like, not all, like a lot of pictures, but some people are posting from it, and I'm like, oh, it's a whole class reunion.
Yeah. I hang out
Some
with-
people look rough, bro.
Yeah, they do.
Some people look like really good in high school, looking rough, bro. Like, whoa, fuck, you peaked. Bro, you peaked.
I run into people all the time. Don't get me wrong, I was never much to look at, and I still am not. But I look and I think, man, I remember when you were fucking hot. And now, and
Dudes,
I'm not knocking it.
Dudes too, right?
Yeah, of course.
That's what I was talking about.
Oh, well, we got to have a whole nother conversation about that.
I had some beautiful dudes we graduated with. And they are not beautiful no more, bro. They did not age like fine wine, bro. Like, whoa, what happened to your face? Holy shit. I feel like I look the same just with beard.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, I do. You see in my family, we don't age.
Yeah, you.
Very
if it wasn't for the
fast.
facial hair, you.
Oh, if I cut that facial hair off, I get ID'd to walk in McDonald's. I'm like, yo, you can't be here. Where's your parents?
Past curfew.
Where's
bitch.
your parents?
I can't
Ideally.
shave. If I shave, I look like. Whew, it's bad.
Yeah, look at these pictures from like I look exactly the same, man. But then you look at my dad; he's 70 fucking some years old. Doesn't look.
I would not guess your dad.
No one does. No one does. My mom doesn't even look 60.
I have never seen your mom.
Cool. Really?
I don't
You
think
on
so.
Facebook or anything?
If I had, I mean, like, I don't think so.
Yeah,
I
you didn't
couldn't
know her.
Yeah, I couldn't pick her out of a lineup. I couldn't say, oh, that's Brandon's mom.
Don't matter. She don't live here no more.
She moved to.
Illinois, back with her fam.
Gotcha.
To be with her fam. Dude, our TikTok's taking off.
Yeah.
Did you? So I've been. Oh, man, that Epstein video does like, no joke, does like numbers compared to other videos. Like it just keeps going. It's like a snowball.
That's how shit goes viral. I haven't looked at it in forever. I'll look it up real quick.
The Epstein video we're talking about. I want to have the
Yeah, I know what you're talking
sunflower
about.
glasses
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
Do we get like 200 followers from that video a week?
No shit. I don't look at the number. I'm a horrible. I guess
We're at 1,800 or something like that. Got to be 19. We're gonna hit that 2K soon.
How do I fucking?
People like a short form, you know. They don't.
Oh shit.
They don't fucking listen to the podcast, but they'll listen to the little tidbits of us.
That's fine. I mean,
Well, I don't care. I don't care if they listen or not.
I care. It would be nice if they listened.
Why? What is it going to matter?
Nothing.
Laura, do you care if people listen or not? Oh, she said yes.
See? Yeah, Epstein Island, 20,000.
Yeah, 20,000. Like I said, it gets us followers like every fucking week. Like we're getting like 150
Our
to
mean
200
comment
followers.
ones get quite a bit too.
The what? Mean comment?
Yeah.
Oh, those are the ones I have pinned.
They're all doing okay.
No, we do okay. We do okay.
The secret one that got taken down, that probably would have been the one.
The vagina one?
The Hitler one.
Oh, I have that still. I could post that anytime. I got to pay this guy again because it's October 1st.
Oh, I suppose I probably ought to give you some money this time.
No, you got a wedding. You save it for that.
Happy wedding.
Thank you. Thank you.
I got money coming out of my ass right now.
That's a good thing to say.
No, we're doing all right. We're setting up, man. We're setting up our future.
We are in the process of, it's nice to have someone that is a financially focused person that's responsible.
Is she really a nurse?
No. No, she's not a nurse.
What does she do?
Or
Are you not allowed to say like your stupid fucking job?
I'm not going to put her shit out there. She works in trucking.
Oh, well,
She's a
there you go.
trucker. Yeah,
Is she a trucker?
No.
Okay, well, cool. She's a person in trucking.
She's
She a
in
dispatcher?
logistics.
Was that hard to do?
No.
To say?
Huh?
Is she a dispatcher?
Driver manager is her title.
Well, Ashley does that. Lucas, not Lucas Smith. Ashley Smith, my cousin, DJ's wife.
It's a
How
pretty
come
good
you
gig.
said not Lucas Smith.
Because she's not a Lucas anymore. She hasn't been for like 20 years. She's Smith. Lucas.
I always say Ashley Lucas Smith.
There you go. That works too. My cousin.
Gotcha.
Big one. Rinslinger or whatever. They do a lot of U-line stuff.
I don't know.
I see their trucks all the time. She's like, I don't know. There's so many jobs in logistics, you know?
She's making me consider getting a CDL. Damn.
Dude, CDL's making money. And wait, in like 10 years, you ain't going to have to drive them. See that fucking
Elon Musk
once?
shit, yeah. He said getting the convoys is easy. It's just making sure that the first truck is doing what it's supposed to do.
I'm just mainly talking about the driverless fucking...
Speaking of Elon, sorry, not to change the subject. I finally seen that Starlink shit go by last night.
Oh yeah.
That's the first time I've heard about it. And we're sitting there.
Here?
It went right over my buddy's house. It was cool as shit.
We were outside at a party last night, and everybody was playing Jeopardy, and we were looking up, and we saw it go across the sky.
Yep.
And we were like, it's the train, come on, ride the train, choo choo, ride it.
My plans got changed last night for my birthday, and I stopped at a buddy's house, and we were sitting there waiting on them to get back. And my friend, she came out, and her husband was still in the house. And I looked up, and we tried to get him out there in time to see it, but it was cool as shit.
It looks like a train going across the sky. And then I was like, oh my gosh, it looks like Santa's sleigh. Everybody should tell their kids.
That would be cool as shit if that,
Christmas
yeah.
time
Hell yeah.
That's Santa's sleigh.
That would be cool.
Because that looks just like it. It looks like Santa's sleigh.
You know that thing's going to cover the whole fucking sky one time. You know that's the game plan, right?
Oh, it'll be.
You have like 400 of those fucking things going through the sky.
What do they do exactly?
Their internet.
Is that what it is?
Mm-hmm. You can get it anywhere. Not here, though. But
Yeah.
now if they're flying over here, I'm sure you can get it now.
It went by.
Yeah, supposedly it like decent internet, yeah. Wi-Fi for all kind of shit. Elon Musk's pretty cool, dude. I get a bad rap for him.
I think he's going to be big for us. I really think this shit.
I think he doesn't give a fuck, and I like that about him. I like that he bought he's paid $44 billion for Twitter, called it something else, and now it's only worth like $8 billion. He could give two fucks.
Right.
Yeah, he's like, I don't care. Like, everybody's trying to clown him for like losing all that money. And like, do you guys realize what like fucking $30 billion to Elon Musk is? It's like $30 in your bank account.
Right.
Like, that don't mean jack shit to his wealth.
Right.
That didn't even fucking make a dent in his wealth. He made that the next day in Tesla. Like, give me a break, dude. These peasants out here like, oh, the dude fucking lost $40 million. No, he didn't. He just wrote that off.
Right. He probably needed to write some money off.
Yeah, it was probably a smart business decision on his part. Be like, oh, yo, I got these taxes due. Let's make a loss. And own something in the process.
Right. That is widely used and isn't going anywhere.
Called it something completely different.
It's still Twitter, though, isn't it?
No, it's X.
Oh, really? See,
Dude, if you like, anytime they talk about it in articles, they'll say X, parentheses, formerly known as Twitter. No matter what, it's so funny. It's like that's like the biggest troll ever to make them fucking say. It's like a prince. They have to say formerly known as Twitter after, because no one knows what the fuck X is.
Right.
So like for the next 10 years, they're gonna have to say formerly known as Twitter after every fucking time they say X. He doesn't care. He could give two fucks. He's just living his life. People don't realize how much money that dude has.
And he walks around dressed like your regular
Up until
Joe
recently,
Schmo.
didn't he like
He didn't even have
sleep?
a house.
Yeah, he slept at the factories and
He
shit.
works like 24/7. Like the Tesla board, like 2 years ago, were like, "Yo, you cannot work this. You gotta slow your roll. Like these
Then he went
20-hour fucking days you're doing, and it's got to stop. Like you can't do this anymore. Like when they're doing like new productions or something like that, he'll be there 24/7, sleep at the factory. I feel so bad.
Yeah, I wish you didn't hurt. I called to make sure we were good.
I felt fine up until a couple minutes ago.
You started talking.
Do you want to bow out?
No, I'm fine.
I don't. I just want you to feel better.
Me too.
It gets better, I promise.
I think it's a combo right now, huh? Yeah.
Yeah,
I wonder what's starting that. See, it's getting hot in here already.
I'm fine.
It is comfortable right now, but I can feel it. Like it won't be long before I'm going, God damn it.
Should I open the door? Or it's hot outside too, isn't it?
It's pretty warm today. My little girl, she was playing a softball game in the ump. He sent her to the dugout because she was behind the plate. My son's football team won yesterday for my birthday. That was nice. It was a good birthday present. Pretty cool.
It's wonderful.
Beat Northwestern, which I hate that team just because I went to Western. I'm sure they're all wonderful people, but I hate Northwestern.
Yo, I heard that's like the best school out of them now.
I mean, Northwestern's a good school. It always has
used to be like the best. And then,
Western
like,
and Northwestern it's still pretty decent from what I hear.
I've heard Western's gone downhill.
Really?
Yeah.
It's
all good though. We're gonna get like this huge like implant of Korean, so like we're definitely gonna fucking go up in like scores. All the schools. Like this Howard County's be like, no, they're so smart over there in Howard County. And Koreans are gonna hold us high, baby.
Yep.
I seen some Koreans in Meyer the other day, and I'm like, yo, welcome.
And I'm the racist one, just so
Racist? I love me some Koreans.
I do too.
Bro, short ribs? Love it. I can't wait to get some of them Korean restaurants. If we get a Korean barbecue in this joint, sign me up. Let's get some spas up in here. Dude, let's just make it Korea, dude.
There you go. North or south?
North, of course, the best one. Fuck them Southerners. Yo, you know that North Korea apparently stole like $300 million of Volvos from Sweden? And like they send them a bill every year to remind them that like they owe them like $300 million. There's like all these old Volvos driving around in North Korea. Apparently they were stolen or some shit.
It's awesome.
Sweden's like, here's your check.
Yeah, like, yo, give me my money.
But they're not going to do anything about it.
Nah, what are you going to bond? Sweden doesn't do anything.
You owe us.
Yeah, that's Sweden for you. Like, we'll just keep sending a bill, I guess.
Eventually they'll pay.
We'll be a tax haven. That's all they do. They make chocolate, and they're bankers. They're chocolate bankers.
Chocolate bankers.
It's like Willy Wonka.
Yeah, new Willy Wonka looks sick, right? With Timothée Chalamet.
I haven't seen.
Oh, is it Ryan Reynolds?
It's got to be Timothy.
Timothy? Well, we'll give it to you. We'll give it to you with the mouth disease going on.
With the fat tongue.
Timothy.
Timothy Chalamet?
He's dating one of the Kardashians now, I heard.
Is he?
He's such a girly boy.
I just can't keep up with you guys. Go ahead.
You don't know the Chalamet?
I don't know who it is. You have to show me a picture.
Oh, we'll pull him up. Don't you worry. We got the technology for that. I don't know what's going to pop up. Oh, Disney. That's okay. As long as it's not porn.
Depends on what kind of porn.
Yo, if you pull your browser up and porn comes up, you got problems. Because they make, like, things for that. Like, you know, like incognito windows. Timothée Chalamet.
How do you know about incognito windows?
How do you know about incognito windows?
I didn't know about it till just
What the
now.
fuck is that? I've never seen.
You've never
that,
seen this
Nope.
somewhat girly, beautiful man?
Well, he obviously likes to pose.
Look at that fucking jawline, dude. That's a jawline right there.
Okay, and he's going to be the new Willy Wonka.
He is the new Willy Wonka. And what a great picture this is.
Yeah. See, what's the new?
I'm
one?
a girly man.
Is it? Did I see Johnny Depp's doing? Was it the? Halloween, the Nightmare Before Christmas. Did I hear that?
He's doing that?
I seen
Doing what?
I seen a picture, you know, like a poster, but I didn't know if it was real or if it was like fan art or whatever.
Probably fan art.
Probably, but I mean, Tim Burton style
What,
shit.
is it redoing like live action?
I believe. I don't know if it's true.
Oh my god!
I figured you guys would know because you guys know all
That
this
sounds
shit.
amazing.
I would love to see. I don't
when you
give a
type in
shit.
Johnny Depp Nightmare, all that comes up is Elm Street.
No, Nightmare Before Christmas.
I understand, but the only thing that came up was
I
Elm
gotcha.
Street. Live action Nightmare Before Christmas is in the works at Disney.
And Johnny Depp's playing it, right? Jack Skellington.
It's so funny that Disney was like, "We'll never work with you again."
Yeah, right. Until they realized that.
They realized that he was dating a psycho too. Like he wasn't the only psycho. Like she was just as equally psycho as he was.
Not to mention that when you add his name to a movie, you can also add 7 fucking zeros to whatever it's going to bring in.
Yeah, he's one of the last living movie stars.
For sure. I don't know. They got some action movies.
I just feel bad over there. I'm hungry. Like
I'm getting birthday lasagna. What are you going to have?
No, I need to eat something though. I tried to hook a pizza and there's no cheese on it. I was like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
They look weird, right?
What kind of pizza?
They've been looking weird like that.
What kind
I'm
of
not
pizza?
buying those anymore. I'm just gonna spend the extra money and get the Red Barons.
Yeah, the Red Barons were good.
So we get these, they were microwave, throw them in the air fryer. French bread pizzas for BJ, little pepperoni things.
Okay, I got you.
And for a while, a long time ago, before Corona and shit, we would just get the Kroger brand ones. They were like 4 for $6, or like they were like 5 for. They were like $1 at one point, and now they're not. But they weren't bad back then, right?
There's no cheese on them now.
Now, but back then they weren't bad. Okay, and then they kind of just went away. So like we had to buy the Red Baron ones, like triple the fucking price. But those are good. And then they just came back the other day, so I bought a bunch of them.
But it wasn't good.
All of them have been shit. Like the one I just took out, there's like no cheese on it.
Can you doctor them up for
I'm gonna
cheaper?
have to.
Can you do it cheaper than you can to buy the Red Baron?
Probably, but they're just inferior ingredients.
Like we have Jack's Pizza nights, which I mean that's about as cheap as it gets. You know, Jack's Pizza. I love him, but we always fucking church it up. Oh yeah, for sure.
I love DiGiorno.
I've always been a bit of a tightwad. So typically I would get the, Jack's Pizzas, but when we splurged, such a fucking broke bastard. It was ridiculous. Every once in a while, every third pizza night, let's get a DiGiorno's and actually,
Yeah, I get that though. I was broke once.
There's nothing wrong.
Oh
with
yeah,
that.
man, it was.
We used to really splurge and get a $5 pizza from
Little Caesars or whatever.
Hungry Howie's, was it?
It was Hungry Howie's down in Florida. Yeah.
We'd get like flavored crusts, and it was.
There's been a few times in my life where $5 was a splurge. So like, $5 was like, whoa, bro, we're gonna eat good tonight.
Yeah, we were really excited about that. I remember sitting in his car thinking like, this is the best date ever.
Because you went to McDonald's and you didn't have to get off the dollar menu one week or whatever.
Oh, sometimes we'd go to lunch and share a small fry, and like it was the cutest thing. Or like he'd get a lunch and like get the one time he got and he doesn't even remember this because I brought it up before, and he's like, I don't remember doing that, but this is how I learned I liked country fried steak, because I didn't have money for lunch. And
This is at that restaurant.
Yeah.
I do remember that. Why you say I don't? It's that weird. It's that weird restaurant with all the stuff in it. We were like traveling somewhere.
Yeah, you told me.
I don't remember
it.
specifically ordering country fried steak and you eating it all.
Yeah, I had no money for lunch, and we were all traveling, and he had gotten country fried steak specifically because it came with 2 things, and he was like, here, have one of my things, because he knew I didn't have any money, so he let me eat his lunch, and I was like, oh, he loves me. Like,
this is when you guys
likes me.
were
This
together.
is when we were first starting to like hang out and talk. Like we weren't even really like dating yet.
Did you count that as a date, you tightwad?
No, we were all traveling together.
This is before we were even dating.
Gotcha.
This is when we were still on the hunt.
But that's how I learned I liked it. I was like, oh my God, I'm so hungry. And I ate it. And I was like, this is delicious. What is country fried steak?
I remember that trip now. That was like low fucking income area. Yeah. And like you guys left me at the gas station for like 2 hours. And I drank like 3 beers or something like that. Like margarita. I was drunk the whole way home.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Thinking like, how cute is he and how cool, because like we picked you up and you had a drink in your hand at the gas station. I was like, he is so cool.
Like, fuck this. I'm drinking, man. They make no sales. Drink my ass away. I look back at some of those checks and I was like, I made that. I didn't even remember making that much money. Like, I thought I was making $0. Like, I didn't see all of them, but some of the checks were like $600, but that might have been for like 2 weeks. I can't remember if we got paid every 2 weeks or a week.
I think we got paid every 2 weeks.
Oh God.
I go back. I do that every once in a while. I go back through old pay stubs and just think, God dang,
how'd you afford it?
Fuck, did I live? But I still, up until just recently, it's still when I was making $9 an hour at Walmart versus $17 an hour at Sun, or at Porter, we were making what, $10? $10.25, I think. And I remember I applied for a job there at Porter to be a material handler, because it's driving around a fork truck all day, and I was getting interviewed for that. That's when GM, wasn't it? Everyone was leaving there to go to GM, right? When they were doing that referral.
Yeah, Andy wanted me to go to GM.
Right. They had So that was the number one question they asked when they were doing the interview for the next, if you put in for a promotion or a different job, have you applied to this? Because if you had applied to it, you weren't doing nothing. They wouldn't even put you on a different line, let alone a different position. And that was a $2 rate. It would have put me up to 12 something. And then Son called and was offering me $17.85 an hour.
Yeah, I remember.
And
you
I
made
remember
all that money. I was like, holy shit.
We were all sitting there talking like, man, but we had fun working at Porter together. And it was a struggle to decide, do I want to go to?
It wasn't a struggle. You make $7 an hour more.
It's $5 more.
See you later.
So then I went. Hell, I just went and visited them guys Friday. She works in Frankfurt now, so I swung out there, did some banking, and stopped and talked to the guys I used to work with. Man, I would have been there almost 20 years if I'd stayed.
And you still would have been making $20 an hour.
I was at 22. I would have been making probably $26, $27 an hour.
I couldn't even imagine trying to live off $15 an hour or whatever now, 12, 10. I wouldn't be living here.
It's crazy.
I'd be on Section 8.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
No, good for you.
Yeah, you got a better TV than I do usually.
Nah, it's not true.
A lot of them.
Well, I mean, would you rather have a better TV and a shitty life or like a decent life that you could like do things? Because like
I have seen both ways of that, so we're not gonna. I mean,
a lot of Section 8 users do not have a lot of extra money to blow. I mean, they got that.
Don't.
Yeah,
But a lot do.
Well, they game the system right, I guess.
But I'm not knocking it. I'm doing it wrong.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you could figure it out and get away with it, I mean, good for you.
I'm not knocking it. I just wish I could do it.
Yeah, see, like, look what Elon Musk did. He bought a fucking company and wrote it off. I wish I could write off, $30-some billion in my taxes. Probably wouldn't have to pay many taxes. Writing that off. That's why Donald Trump didn't pay no taxes.
There's a system.
Yeah, well, yeah, and then, like he said, like, what do you want me to do? Not fucking expose the code? Like,
If it's there, I'm going to use it.
Yeah, don't be stupid. You're going to do the same thing.
Yeah, nobody had a problem with him doing, not to get political, but if your buddy's up until the fact I say, hey, I want to make some changes.
This has nothing to do with political. He did it before the presidency, and he did what any rich dude does.
And the only thing he didn't do is he didn't lie about it.
Yeah.
He said flat out, yeah, I do it. I'm going to continue to do it as long as it's legal. So that
yeah, like, why not? That's the Elon Musk thing, is like he doesn't actually pay taxes. Like a lot of those guys, they don't pay taxes.
He doesn't make
an income.
He doesn't really make money.
They just take loans out on their shares, and loans aren't taxable.
Yep.
Do
you know that?
No.
You don't pay on debt.
Yeah, so like Elon Musk, for example, because he's worth $200 and whatever billion, right? He doesn't have $200 and something billion in the bank. Like he probably has $10 in the bank. What he does is he takes those shares that he owns of Tesla, and he kind of like uses them as collateral to the bank to give them, say, $1 billion loan. Well, he gets that $1 billion in cash influx, right? He doesn't pay taxes on that.
You don't pay taxes on debt.
And so usually with his stock in the past, he could take out a loan, let's say it's at 10%. Well, his stock's growing at like 15 to 20% a year. So he's actually making money off the loan. He's not losing any money.
Well, and also paying off debt is a tax credit as well.
He's just all kinds of fucking things.
So it's a double dip.
The rich don't fuck around. They don't pay taxes. If you think the rich pay taxes, you're nuts.
But anyone could do that if you do it the right way, I think.
Yeah, if you could get a loan for your salary every year, but then you still have a salary, so it's not anyone can do that because he doesn't have a salary, he has assets.
Right.
Difference.
Same concept though. Anyone can do it as long as
we get like 20 houses. We could do it because you have assets.
I'm looking into a few things.
No, you're not.
I am.
Jump on the game with me and Mike.
I didn't get
We're
invited.
already a step ahead of you.
I just got invited live on air, so.
Oh, I can't invite you.
Exactly. So I knew
Freeze
it
the
wasn't.
crowd, but I'll do a deal with you.
Oh, really?
We found a really good deal.
What I want to do is get involved with somebody who has 9,000 deals going on.
Those are the ones that make all the money, though.
I'm not saying you're doing it right. Because if one of those doesn't work, then that's a tax break for you.
Fuck yeah.
I want to make sure that the one that works is the one that I'm involved with, and you've got all kinds of shit going on right now.
That's how I like it.
You're a hustler.
I'm a hustler, baby.
I was just gonna say that. I was afraid it was gonna.
Yeah, I was like, how you gonna do it? Let me hear it.
I'm a hustler, baby.
Not bad. Not bad for
Just
4
let you
teeth being
know.
ripped out of her mouth 2 days ago.
Did they put you under or just give you the
No.
look?
They gave me. I asked to be put out, and they said, "Yes, we know you want to be put out." And I said, "Okay, I want to be put out." And they said, "Yes, we know."
And they didn't.
And then I got my paper, and it said, "You will not be put unconscious." And I was like, "What? I don't understand." And then they gave me medicine, and they said, "Take 2 of these pills and put them under your tongue before you come into the appointment." So I did that. And I got there. And they said, "Do you feel a little loopy?" And I said, "Not really."
There's a
And then
Not really.
I lay down in the chair, and they crushed up the last 2 pills that I had. And they told me to lift up my tongue, and they put the last 2 pills underneath my tongue. And then they numbed my mouth. And then they pulled my teeth out. And they showed me each one.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, "Here, look at this one. Here, look at this one. Or look at that one. Show her that one." And I was like, "Ah."
Did they give you any nitrous or anything? No?
No.
Damn.
When I had mine taken out, I was younger, and they asked local, and you don't know that shit as a kid, but I told them I didn't want to be put to sleep. My grandma took me, and when we were sitting there, they brought somebody out that had been put under. They were in a wheelchair, and they were all, drooling and shit. They were fucking out. I said, "That's not what I'm getting," right? Because I thought if they put you under, you had to stay. I was young. I didn't know. They said, no. They were fully sedated. You're just getting the local. So I came out of there. I was so happy. It sucks to get shots in the mouth or whatever, but then they cut them all out. Whew, man, that shit hurt the next day. But after that, I was fine. Yeah. That's when they still gave Tylenol 3s.
They gave me Tylenol with codeine in it.
That's Tylenol 3.
And that's it.
Yep.
And I called them, and I said, "This isn't doing anything for me. Can I also take ibuprofen?" And they said, "Yes, you can alternate it." And so I'm taking Tylenol and ibuprofen.
Did they tell you not to do that? Vaping?
Yeah.
And you told them fuck off?
No, I waited a day. It said on the paper, wait 12 hours. And they told Brandon, wait a day
For what?
to vape.
Well, it said 48 hours on the paper.
Is it different for
Well,
smoking?
on my paper that they gave me, it said 12 hours prior and 12 hours post.
Yeah, she straight told me. She's like, don't vape, don't smoke or vape 24 to 48 hours.
Because
That's
it's
why-
it's dry socket, right? They're afraid because the sucking, you're not allowed to use a straw and shit like that.
Well, I haven't used a straw.
Yeah, but the sucking thing is what they're worried about.
Yeah, because you'll. But if it's been 24 hours, you're fine.
No, she didn't wait 24 hours.
So you're fine.
I did wait 24 hours.
No, you didn't.
How long ago was it? You would know. I'm pretty sure.
I don't know what dry socket feels like.
I don't either, but I'm pretty sure it's pretty quick. Don't quote me. I'm not a doctor. I don't know.
Well,
I think you would know.
I looked up dry socket, and it said it's severe pain in your jaw, and that goes all the way up to your ear, or it's really bad smell in your mouth. And I don't have either one of those, but I do have severe pain here and here.
Well, yeah. They did.
Where
They ripped a piece of your body out of you.
and today I woke up and I had severe pain in my front teeth. It felt like somebody took my bottom teeth and was pulling on them for 2-3 hours.
Right.
And I was like, "Brandon, get me my medicine."
Now.
It hurts so fucking bad. But other than that,
It's crazy. I've seen people that Like I said, I was fine the next day. Yeah, it was still tender. It still hurt. But I went to school. They let me. I could have taken a few days off, but I was fine. My people I know, they get teeth pulled, and they were down for 2 weeks. Their face swelled up. You got the puppy dog sock thing where you wrap it around and put ice on your jaw and shit.
I didn't have any of that. All my girlfriends were like, do you have a video of how like stupid you were after the surgery? And I was like, no, Brandon didn't do that. The only thing that happened was we were in the car and he kept saying, it's a yes or no. I just remember him going, it's a yes or no question. Stop trying to talk to me. It's thumbs up or thumbs down. It's a yes or no question. Thumbs. And he just kept yelling at me. And I don't remember what he was asking me. And I can't tell you for the life of me what he was asking me. I just remember like trying to like
talk.
Answer him.
So like, she's in the back seat. I'm driving. It was about nicotine patches. I was like, you want me to get you some nicotine patches or not? That was a simple question. And every time I'd ask her that, I'm like, yo, Lord, just give me a thumbs up or thumbs down. Yes or no, do you want the nicotine patches? Like, God dang it. Lord, this is a yes or no question. Thumbs up or thumbs down? I'm like, oh my God, I'm getting so fucking mad at you. Give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. And then she just kept going. I was like, you know what? Fuck off. I'm just going to go get him.
I feel for you, but I can relate to that. I took my kids. 1 week it was my daughter, then the next week was my son, and both of them took the loopy juice, which won't ever happen again. Oh my God! Trying to carry my son in the house and trying to have my son's just yakking away. I'm like, bud, you got to stop talking. I mean, he was.
Yeah, the gauze are like.
They took the gauze out, and I started seeing he had blood in his lip. He chewed his fucking tongue up like.
God. He fucking fell asleep, and there's like blood drool all over my pillow.
Yeah, my son, the next day, his lips and his tongue were tore because he wouldn't shut the fuck up.
Laura's were like that too. I'm so sorry. I was like, they're fine. Like, your fucking mouth just got ripped open.
Hunter kept going, did I do good? How did it go? How's it go? What's next? Can we go to the ball game? I was like, dude, you fucking chill. If I ever take my kids to the dentist again, I will have somebody drive so I can lay with them in the back seat and just try and get them to go to sleep because he fucked up his lip. My daughter, well, she ended up having an accident because she was out.
Yeah.
What, peeing?
Yeah, she peed in the truck. But
nice.
And she had, in her defense, we were coming back and she was, Dad, I gotta go. I'm trying to get to a gas station, baby. And as I'm pulling into a speedway, thinking I gotta carry her. I mean, she's fucking drunk on that whatever that medicine they give her. And she goes, Dad, I don't think I have to go anymore. I was like, did you pee? She goes, no, it went away. I'm thinking, baby,
it doesn't just go away.
So I didn't check. She said she didn't have to go, and then we got home, and obviously she had pottied herself. Yeah, but then she wanted to get up and go play. So I with her, I was able to sit her down for just a few minutes, and once she sat down, she was out for a couple hours, and it was fine. My son, I find so fucker, he's a big boy. I can't carry him around, and I had to yell at him. I was like, "Fucking lay down! Don't get up. Am I in trouble, Dad? What'd I do?" No, you're not in trouble, but if you get up again, I'm going to break your fucking legs because you're going to break shit. Like, lay down. You're going to end up getting a concussion. But, yeah. He got up later, and we ended up having a great day, but I had to apologize to him for yelling. That's the only thing he remembered.
I didn't get an apology for yelling. I just got yelled at. Even though I was fucked up, he just yelled at me. They told him not to ask me any questions.
Well, I'm willing to bet you were willing to talk even had he not asked you questions, though.
I've been a little stressed.
And he took it out on me.
Well, who else do I have to take it out on?
I don't know.
You and BJ. That's about the only ones I got. I take it on my dad. He fights back.
Oh, it's not nice.
It's stressful. He went with me. It was cool. BJ had like welcome to scouting.
Yeah.
Thing, and I was like,
Cub
I knew
Scouts?
she'd be out for the count. I want to go. I'm like, Laura, you're not. You're good, baby. Like, you just chill. And I was like, Grandpa, you want to go? He's like, yeah, absolutely. He was all excited. And like we taking him there, and I'm bitching about something. He can already tell I'm in a bad mood about God knows what. I don't know. I was in a bad mood, and he goes, "Listen, I need to tell you something, man. I don't want you to get mad." I'm like, "Dude, not tell me right now, dude. Like I just got done telling you how fucking stressed and pissed I am." And he goes off and tells me, and of course I went into a fucking shitstorm. He's like, "I told you not to get mad." I was like, "I told you not to fucking tell me." He's like, "God, you're yelling about this. I told you not to fucking bring it up." And BJ was just passed out this whole time, so he didn't hear any of this. But I told you not to get mad. It's like, why the fuck did you bring it up then? So annoying.
What happened?
We clashed. That's how what I mean? We're the same people. We just clash.
Me and my dad, we can't work on stuff together.
No.
Because I'm kind of I don't want to say, like, I'm just going to get it done. If it's mine, I want it done my way. If I'm helping somebody, I can't work on somebody's car because I can't stand to watch somebody work. So, and if it's mine, I don't want anybody to feel like they have to help me type, you know what I mean? But if we're working on something and my dad's there with me, you could tell he's just madder than shit like the whole time because I'm not asking for the. I'm saying, hey, go get me the. I get a bit dicky. I get a little bit dicky.
Oh yeah,
and I've noticed
brother.
If there's a house project, he will get up and walk away, and it works out better. But if I need help, I got to move something, or I need something held specifically, he'll come in, do that one thing, and then he fucking jets. And it's really stopped a lot of heated arguments. At first, it was annoying. I'm like, will you fucking help me? And then now I realize I'm getting it done faster because I'm not arguing with him. And then later on, I don't have to come up with some half-ass apology like, hey, I'm sorry, I was a dickhead. Because I'm not. Like, you were fucking in my way. Like, what do you want me to do?
Just learned how to work around
For sure.
I wish my dad would learn that.
Well, we have.
Fuck out of the way.
My dad lives with me, so it was one of those. We're in each other's face. There is no, okay, I'm going to go home and calm down. It's, all right, now what do you want for supper?
We might be doing that soon.
You've been saying that. Move in there and rent this out.
Mm-hmm. Apparently Airbnbs are on the rise here. Did you know that?
There's not very many of them. They need
74.
Yeah, they need more.
It's funny. I know that exact number. 74, and there's a 74% occupancy on those.
Nice.
This house be sick to rent in the summer.
With the pool?
Yeah, you got those kids coming in from Championship Park for the travel games. Shit, you set that basement up for like a, you know what I mean, like bunk beds and shit downstairs. Set it up for like an Airbnb. You set it up as an Airbnb. Easily make our fucking mortgage a month.
Yeah, but we love the house for the summertime.
That's why it'd be an Airbnb. We can block it out as much as we want.
I don't want other people staying in my house.
It won't be your house at that point.
Yeah, it'll be a rental.
It'll just be your pool.
Be a rental. We can come in the pool anytime it's not booked. Be on our way to buying a bigger house with a bigger pool and a waterfall feature and shit. Because that's how rich we're going to be.
I'm going to hit the lottery, so.
You can come swim in our pool if you don't.
Thanks, buddy.
We've always invited you.
I know. I never have time. We were just talking about that. Me and Aaron talked. Nothing is going to happen in November. I don't give a shit.
Oh, I thought you were going to say that me and Aaron talked all about you guys.
No.
And I thought so too. I thought that's where it was going. Nothing is going to stop us from coming over this summer.
That's why when you said, what do you got going on before air?
Yeah.
I said, if it's in November, I'm nothing. I'm doing fucking nothing. I have every weekend booked. Oh, man. Every weekend booked.
Did you have a heart attack?
God, I don't know what the fuck's going on. I thought it was a burp, but it's just like roll. You probably
I like that sound.
Scared me.
Indigestion.
I don't know.
Diarrhea.
Cha-cha-cha.
Is
But
that
yeah.
the Pepto-Bismol song?
Speaking of diarrhea.
Okay, that's the great ending
I'm just
here. Well, it's been fun, guys.
Is that our time?
Yeah.
Man, it was nice talking.
Yeah, we went
You
over
didn't even get to finish your story.
That's
there.
all right. I very rarely finish a story.
Bullshit. It's all you guys talked mostly of it in this game. I was watching the football game.
I noticed.
I don't even care about this football game, dude. The Lions.
Every
Beat
syllable
off.
she says is hurting her to no end, and you were just sitting over there fucking watching football. How's the Bears doing? they play?
They suck.
I know
They're horrible.
They're bad. But
I think they're Monday Night Football this week.
Are they?
Yeah, people would complain about how it should be flexed to like 3 a.m. in the morning because that's how bad the Bears are. Yeah, dude, they're bad. But how about them Lions, though? How about them Lions?
I still haven't watched any football. I told my son we would start watching the Bears because...
Don't bother. Watch the Lions.
See, this is how you were playing. This is how you need to play.
Yeah, dude, the Bears now is like past Lions. Dude, the Lions are playing like prime Packers. Dude, they walked in that Lambeau and beat the shit out of the Packers.
Did they?
Fucking whooped them. There was more Lions fans at Lambeau Field to the point where the fucking Packers had to put out a statement the next day saying, listen, we know you're going to sell, if you're going to sell your tickets, like we get that, just try not to sell them to the other team's fans. They literally made an official statement about that. Because there were.
So you show up to Lambeau and it's just blue and fucking silver.
They said there was more blue there than they could see. There was more Lions fans at Lambeau. They were louder. Remember, you could hear them go Lions. It was Lambeau Field.
Go, Lions, go.
Yeah, they kept fucking chanting. It was like loud enough to pick it up on the... Dude, the Lions are the team this year, man.
I wish I still cared about football. I enjoyed watching it. I just can't.
Lions are the Cinderella team this year, man. They beat Kansas City, and it was like, oh, shit. This team's something to fuck with.
Nice.
And our division sucks now. Thank God. Because they got the Packers. I mean, the Packers are decent, but they're not like they obviously can't beat the Lions.
They're not Aaron Rodgers Packers anymore.
No, Jordan Love's got a lot to learn. And then you got the Bears who just fucking suck every week. The Vikings won this week, but we play that team that the Vikings beat, and they were 0-2. So like technically, we should stomp the Carolina too. We'll see. We don't play any NFC North games till like week 9, so.
I don't even keep track of it anymore. My son knows more about football than I do anymore.
Yeah, well, Hunter, watch the Lions, dude. Don't fuck with the Bears.
He's a Bears kid. Stop talking to my kid.
Not for long.
Stop listening to the show.
You know he's listening, so. I know you're there, Hunter.
Stop talking to my kid.
Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe.
No, he's not allowed on social media.
Don't share it, though.
Oh, my God. I know you said we're done.
You can say it.
So the kids got school iPads. They send those home, and they have their own email. They're Zooming each other and shit.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, which pisses me off. First, I'm going to get on a rant. I don't let my kids have fucking social media, and now the school is sending them home with an internal social media that they can talk to anybody. So
within their class?
No, within the school.
Within the school. Not within, like, Northwestern, no.
But you can still get on to a lot of stuff. Zoom, that's... All you got to do is have a code. There's no... I mean, if you can talk to anybody who's on Zoom. So, school, it's a big corporation. It's got a lot of iPads, a lot of email addresses or whatnot. One of them kids sent a fucking message last week to the entire fucking contact list. And that shit was going off all night long. Oh, my God. My kid kept coming up. Dad, it won't stop.
Because it was a dude. My work email will do that.
We had that happen at work a couple times. A guy
doesn't know what reply all and reply is.
Oh no, I think they know,
bro. We'll get these emails at work, and there'll be 20 emails after the fact saying like, "Stop replying to all." Like, yo, you're replying.
How
to
big
all.
is your company?
We're huge. We're national. We're in every state in Canada and Mexico and UK.
Okay, well, I'm
big. We're big.
We'll have to afterwards. We'll.
No, you're bigger.
Could you imagine every single employee of a company that size?
No, I couldn't. That would be insane.
I was trying to explain to somebody last night about
what I do?
How you work for a company that works for that a company hires your company out, and that it's like a big company, and that you travel, and that I was like, oh, I just went into great detail.
About companies on companies?
Yeah, companies on companies.
I'll just say that the company that hires me a lot is a government agency. Nice. So I kind of work for a government.
Nice.
That's what I tell everybody when I'm in there anyways. Like, they always are like, what you doing? I'm like, installing government listening devices. Every time. What? I've had one time where the supervisor came up to me and be like, you can't tell people that. Like, they're freaking out. I'm like, hey, bro, Bro, that's their own dumbass problem. Like, it's obviously not. There are fucking things hanging from the ceiling. Like, what do you mean? I get, what are you doing and how much you get paid all the time. And my answer is always more than you and government listening devices.
There you go.
Or I make a joke sometimes like, more than it's worth.
You should say none of your business.
That's what more than you usually means. Like, stay the fuck out of my way. Go back to your pulling and forklift shit. I'll be stalling a robot soon to replace you.
It's fucked up.
It's fucked up, man. That don't make TikToks about how you don't do anything at work. All right, guys, we love you. You're not listening right now anyways. By the way, no one's commented or anything about.
I know.
I know, no one's listening.
I'm here for you still. I would appreciate one of you pricks to say hi.
I listen all the way to the end.
I listen to every
But what's
episode.
the point of me commenting? No, you don't. You say you didn't listen to the last one, which is like literally one of our best.
I'm
Ready?
just not.
Ready?
I'm still.
Comment. No.
I looked right at the time. I seen.
Bro, we
I
almost saw
seen-
some titties.
I seen 1/8 of a tit.
She did get a little down there, didn't she?
I mean, there was no nipple. I didn't even get to areola, but that was.
I was just kidding. I would never.
You're not kidding. I seen it. Like
You did not.
I seen almost 1/8 of a tit.
You did not.
Almost an eighth. That's like this much.
That's this much.
Well, yours is like this much. Got some big old titties.
No, that's all. It did it one time. Just. I watched The Machine. It was ridiculous, but it's funny. It was. It was funny, yes, but it was